I'm Vannah Roddy. I am a first generation young farmer. My farm's called Encompass, and I'm in Black Mountain, North Carolina, which is about 20 minutes outside of Asheville. Most of my sales go into Asheville through a customizable veggie box. I do a single farmer's market where I mostly sell flowers, and I grow on a network of 7 suburban front yards.
7 front yards, less than a quarter of a football field, and she's making a living from it. Before starting her own farm, Vannah worked on other farms and saw firsthand what problems they were having with their CSAs.
I worked on a lot of CSA farms before I started my own farm and heard the same things over and over again, both from the customers and from the farmers. And the farmers, especially, even the customers, everyone was ready for it to be done at the end of the season. When I first started farming, I definitely dreamed about the farmers market. I loved being there as a customer. I assumed that I would do multiple markets and that would be my main sales outlet. But my first season was spring of, when COVID first hit. And so not only was I struggling with competition against other established growers, I was really struggling with people not showing up to markets or market rules being constantly changing due to COVID.
She already had an online store set up. COVID just forced her to use it.
I definitely came up with the whole veggie box program as a response to COVID. So most of my sales shifted to my online store, which I had already had set up. And yeah, almost 100% of my revenue then started to become veggie boxes, which people ordered directly from me and picked up at different locations around Asheville.
At full capacity, that's over $36,000 per year in annual revenue. In North Carolina, the average CSA box is $25 to $35. She's right in that range.
I'd say the biggest thing is that it's not the whole season long commitment. So folks can choose their subscription length and they can buy a single box, which is $28. They can buy a 1 month subscription, so 4 boxes, which the price goes down to $25. And then a 3 month subscription, 12 boxes, the price goes down to $23 per box. So they're being incentivized to subscribe for longer, but people have that flexibility. I would say that my email list is my most powerful subscriber generation tool. I do a weekly email that outlines a bunch of recipe ideas based on what's currently in season. So based on what I'm harvesting that week. And there's direct links after all those recipes to then purchase a veggie box. I have about almost 400 subscribers to that email list, and I generate new customers through that every day.
But how did she build that list?
People sign up for the email list directly on the homepage of my website, and I also collect emails at the farmers market. I'm constantly plugging it on social media, and Instagram is the main platform I use. I'm trying to convert followers into email list subscribers just because Instagram, it doesn't really translate into sales for me. So with the single box, I allow people to customize it, and it's definitely a pain in the butt for me, but 75% of them end up turning into 1 month or 3 month subscribers.
Industry standard conversion rates for emails looking to get a purchase are 1 to 3%. She's blowing that out of the water, converting at 6%. And that 75% trial a subscription rate is something industry would dream of, because most subscription businesses only convert at about 30%.
At first, it was pretty low, again, because I was casting that wide net. At this point, well over half.
CSAs typically see an annual turnover rate of 50 to 60%. Her turnover rate is 50%, so she's right on target, but hers doesn't have all that upfront payment risk that a lot of other CSAs have.
Like, my ideal customers are urban professionals or parents, people who just want to grab the box and go at the farmer's market. and then have a bunch of easy ways to prepare it. So I try to keep the recipes super simple. I want to keep their time in mind. They tend to be under 15, 20 minutes in preparation. And so I'm really catering to the busy family who just wants to be able to pick up their veggies, make a couple easy meals for the week, and do it all again next week. And as soon as an order comes in, I can tell, this person is kind of high maintenance. They want all of the options to opt out, and they're contacting me additionally for more things. Whereas the orders that come in for 3-month subscriptions, they've opted out of nothing. They show up on time every single week. Those are the customers that I'm touching more. I'm going out of my way to follow up with and get them coming back and create a relationship. And it comes back to, again, like, what clients do I want to serve?
She's not serving everyone. She's serving the right ones. So what does this actually look like day to day?
I harvest all morning and then bring them all back actually to my personal home, set up a table, do all the washing, and then pack there right into my car. Right now, I just have a Google spreadsheet. I have the customer name, the date that they subscribed, their subscription length, and anything that they opted out of. And I actually don't use boxes. I use plant-based biodegradable bags, and I write in Sharpie the name on the bag and then if they've opted out of anything, and then pack right into it.
If you're wondering what type of hours go into a business like this, most single operator farms are going to require between 40 and 60 hours per week during the peak season.
I have 4 pickup locations currently. Farmers market is Friday, and then the 2 kind of self-serve pickup locations are on the same day. I don't hang out at either of them. I just drop the boxes and go.
How did she get restaurants to agree to this?
I started reaching out to mostly other local restaurants in the area. One of the main ones in West Asheville, it's an outdoor pickup location under a covered patio. So people don't even have to go in. They just park, they grab it, and then they're gone. The one pickup location, it's a local butcher bar. So they do local grass-fed meat, and then they also have burgers and sandwiches and that stuff. And I planned that pickup location during their Monday Burger Night special. Again, another incentive to be there. You get a deal on a great burger, and then once a month, I'm sitting down eating that burger anyways, come hang out. I'm at a pretty small scale, and so I'm always struggling with, can I accept the amount of customers that are interested this week? In the wintertime, that's really true for me. When the plants slow down, I'm always, trying to fill veggie boxes. In the summertime, it flips. I have way more veggies than I have demand for the veggie box. And that's why I keep my one farmer's market. So I bring excess to the market. And then in the wintertime, when things slow down, I have a cap. I can only accept like 20, 25 subscribers a week. And then the single box goes away. So in the wintertime, they only have the option to purchase 1 month or 3 months.
This seasonality is crucial. Winter farm income could drop into the range of $460 to $575 per week.
I already know I have, say, $250 in sales on the coolers behind me, and I'm just selling the excess on the table. But this fall, I'm going from about 10,000 square feet in production to over an acre. Before I even put crops in the ground, I want to make sure that I have the other locations in order to grow my subscriber base.
But she's clear about her priorities.
Because if I just wanted to, move lots of product, I would be a wholesaler. But the Veggie Box program is super valuable to me because I get the highest dollar for what I'm putting in the boxes. And I'm providing a quality and I'm providing service to these people. And so I'm able to charge what I want. And I think keeping that in mind as I grow is what's going to help me continue with this success. Post-harvest is my biggest challenge for sure. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that I'm growing on multiple locations, but also in front yards. And so I don't have like a dedicated space to pack boxes. I could grow more, but I couldn't pack more at once. I'm at a 25 subscriber cap, not because it's the limit of what I can grow, but it's the limit of what I can process on the back end without a wash pack or, cold storage.
This is the reality. Infrastructure, not land, limits most small farms.
I grow potatoes on a small scale and I love it. I grow broccoli and cabbages. I grow bulb onions and garlic and put them in veggie boxes. And those are all things that traditionally small farmers have said that they can't make money on. But I really enjoy it. I'm making a living. It's what I prefer to eat as well. And it's what my customers really want.
In Asheville, where the median household income is $56,000, her business model provides a modest but real living. And she does it without owning a single square foot of land. Vannah Roddy proved you don't need 50 acres or 500 customers. You need to find 25 who value what you grow. So the question is, who are your 25 customers?